President Trump calls out the Freedom Caucus again. Overnight, a tweet storm, and it names members of the Freedom Caucus and it goes right after them. Joining us now is Congressman Thomas Massie, Republican from Kentucky and an ally of the Freedom Caucus. Thomas, you know the background here. 2 tweets overnight, one 24 hours ago, directly attacking the conservatives in the Republican Party, the Freedom Caucus. Has that attack made you change your mind in any way, shape or form and move more towards President Trump?
You know what, Stuart? This is the most unpopular piece of legislation I have ever heard from my constituents about. 11-1, the calls are running for me to vote against this bill. And so people, you know, the Freedom Caucus is just representing the will of their constituents, I believe, and myself as well.
Okay, what about me? I want movement. I think that Obamacare Light, as you call it, this bill,
yes,
is much better than the Obamacare full-on, which we now have. Furthermore, you have stopped dead in its tracks the Trump legislative agenda. You've derailed it on day one. I don't think that's worth it, sir. I really don't.
We think we're saving him. Look, this Obamacare Light is worse than Obamacare. Our objection is logical. It's not ideological. Our objection is logical. If you remove the individual mandate, yet keep in place the mandate on pre-existing conditions on health care, health insurance, you know what's going to happen? People are going to buy, fewer people are going to buy insurance. The CBO said that. Those will be the healthy people that don't buy it, and the price is going to skyrocket.
Thomas, that could be fixed in Phase 2 or Phase 3. It could be fixed. You cannot tell me that it will not be fixed.
Phase 2 is supposed to be the pen in the phone, the administrative fixes. And we see how well that's going for our president and our administration in the courts. Phase 2 will be shut down by the courts if it ever happens. So that's our concern.
You don't know that for sure.
Well, we got a pretty bad track record so far.
So what you've done, but you've given us Obamacare, full on, for as far as the eye can see. And you have derailed the legislative process. You have.
No, we've stopped something very bad. We've probably saved the GOP from losing the majority in the next election.
That's what your projection.
Because this will be a disaster.
Look,
well,
sir,
let me ask you.
Next year, in 2018, if you've got nothing done, if we're still lumped with Obamacare, still lumped with high taxes, you lose. All Republicans lose because they haven't done what they said they were going to do. You haven't even taken a baby step towards it.
That's exactly the point.
But you've not even taken a baby step towards it. That's exactly the point we're making to Trump. You haven't taken a baby
step
step towards it.
Drain the swamp. No, a baby step towards socialism is not doing what we said we would do.
A baby step towards socialism? Please.
Yes, mandates, penalties, subsidies, and bailouts are all in this bill.
Which
they're the same mandates, penalties, and subsidies.
Phase 2 and Phase 3.
Yeah, well, those are fairy tales, frankly. Why don't we do Phase 3 right now, if it's so doable and so necessary?
So you won't move at all? I mean, despite what the president has done overnight, moving?
No. Absolutely, I will move. Listen, Stuart, the Medicaid reform that's stuck inside of this bill is a good part of the bill. We should do it tomorrow. It saves $800 billion, and that's the part that lets us do tax reform. Freedom Caucus will vote for that. I will vote for that. Let's get the stuff we can agree on, get that on the table, bring it for a vote. And the stuff we can't agree on, frankly, Stuart, Trump might need Democrats if he wants to pass Obamacare Light. Okay. Because it's not what conservatives campaigned on.
Look, this is the debate that we're going to have, and it's going to be a long-running debate. And so, look, thank you very much indeed for participating in it today.
Thanks, Stuart.
We'll be back to you, guaranteed. We'll have you back on, and we're good to see you again.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you, Stuart.
Yes.